Hi, it's Dr. Andrew Persishin, the Soul Mahas, and today I'm just gonna take off the mask because we don't know if the yellow ones or the blue ones or the green ones are the best ones. Okay, I'm being a smartass, but the truth is, uh, we're above 80% saturation of vaccinations, and we've realized that vaccinations is not curing anything. World Health Organization on their website has reframed vaccination to not mean immunization. Not that it ever did, but does not mean immunization, and actually does. They've now reported means symptom management. Now, I'm not going to lay into them saying one lie means two lies, but when you have one lie, then generally it may be accepted as a second lie. So vaccinations as tetanus makes some sense. We've seen some vaccinations becoming sniff or oral or nasal, which is an entry. But an antigen is what creates an antibody. So if you were to be injected by a vaccine, you've created it in a lab situation. Now, when you're actually getting a pathogen, the pathogen is coming in either nasally, lacrimal, meaning the eyes, mouth, cuts, such as tetanus, or urinary tracts, such as STDs and such, anus and such, and then skin contact. And then breathing in, like we say, nasal and mouth, oral. But when you have an antigen is a protein. So an antigen, when it is a pathogen, any foreign body coming into the system is attacked by the antibodies. The body protects itself, creates antibodies, and creates a reaction to mediate the foreign body. Now, when you're creating a foreign body in a lab, then you have to understand that it's not the true nature. It doesn't matter how close you think it is, it's not the true nature of what the illness is. So you have to understand an antibody is not directly responsible to any other antigen than that antigen that's created that comes into source. So we can goof around and say these kind of things, but it's not really goofing around. This is science. And although you may want to say vaccinations is saving us, really we've demonstrated conclusively through the COVID experience that it's not really doing moderating much of anything. What we should have likely done was done what many, such as chiropractors, naturopaths, and such alternative healers have suggested is a herd mentality, where the weak it's kind of crappy, but the weak die off, and those that are able to withstand move on. But as a herd, we get immune all at the same time. We've gone through 4 years of this mess. Now, had we gone through it without isolation and stuff, we probably could have cut it down to maybe about a year to 2 year, which is generally of a general flu type influenza and such. But even with vaccinations and such, you may want to experience or notice that different strains are appearing, and that may be systematic of what you would see with superbugs and such resistance to antibiotics. Whereas once penicillin worked, now we're on to having to create so much more virulent and powerful antibiotics because people are greed, sloth, gluttony, and avarice. Maybe not avarice in this case, but essentially gluttony, greed, and sloth. They just want a quick way out, and that's not the way humanity is designed. Evolution, and science wants to call it evolution, but then they want a quick fix, and it doesn't work like that. So that's all I'll say about that. Other than wash hands. Most viruses tend to work on fasting. It doesn't appear like COVID works too well on fasting. But as any respiratory, vitamin C, as Dr. Goodhart and some acupuncturists understand, Dr. Goodhart being a applied kinesiologist, chiropractor, first Olympic coach to the Olympic athlete, chiropractor to the Olympics, understood is that vitamin C is directly linked to lungs, and we see that lungs is quote correlated with COVID. So about 3-4 oranges, navel oranges. Now we're on to not navel, but essentially where we are is clementines, and you would want about 3 to 4 navel oranges most days for about half a week to a week to cut out the lung nature. Okay, over and out. Thanks. Love you guys. Bye.